Hi, coaches. Wanted to pop on here. Morgan asked me to pop on and share my story, so I wanted to do that. I won't take up too much of your time. And then I wanted to talk about something that I started to do in my business that has really added to my market and my momentum. So I wanted to share that with all of you as well and hopefully add some value to this video. Hi, Megan. So my story starts about 21 months ago. That's when I started coaching. I have two boys, Hudson, who is 3.5, and Eli is now 2. At the time when I joined, Eli was 4 months old. So what happened was, like a lot of moms feel, I was completely exhausted. I was feeling like I wasn't accomplishing anything every day except for laundry and keeping my kids alive and nursing around the clock and getting absolutely no sleep. I was the heaviest I had ever been. I remember stepping on the scale and it saying 180 right before I had Eli. I was in the highest size of dress that I've ever worn, and I was feeling like really crappy about myself. And then I started seeing Nicole. She's my coach. And I started seeing her posts. And it struck curiosity in me, right? And it wasn't until I went to, I think I was already her challenger, but she invited us to her house for a barbecue because our husbands are very close friends. They've known each other for years. And I remember she just looked amazing. She had a glow about her. She was super happy. And she looked amazing, and I knew whatever she was doing, I wanted to get in on it because going to the gym was no longer an option for me. And staying in the place that I was in was no longer an option. So I knew that I needed that change. So I joined with the Essential Kit, of course, because I 100% did not believe in Shakeology. I thought it was a scam. I was like, I'm not doing this. I have my protein powder. I'm good to go. So Nicole let me join with the Essential Kit. And everyone started talking about Shakeology, and I was like, oh, shit, maybe I should have joined this, gone on the Shakeology bandwagon. So then, because I'm super thrifty, then I went to the health food store, and I was going to make my own Shakeology. So I picked out 3 ingredients that's in Shakeology, and with only 3, I was already at $130. And that day, I bought Shakeology, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And then Nicole posted and said, I'm mentoring 3 people this month. And I contacted her that night. I was like, I want to be one of your coaches. I want to learn more about this business. And it's funny because now that I'm a coach, I know that Nicole would have taken 300 coaches, right? But that post really got me, like the time and the urgency of it. I was like, I got to get in. I have to be one of the 3. I don't want to miss out. So I started coaching, and I really fell in love with it. But these were my goals. These were my starting goals: to cover my Shakeology, to cover my husband's Shakeology, and to stay accountable. So that was it. That was my vision, to basically pay for my shakes. Now, 21 months later, I have matched my teaching salary. I have 3 more days of teaching, and then I'm going full-time with Beachbody. We are moving back to Canada. So if you've been following my story, we just moved to New York for the past year. We renovated an entire house. My husband has been the stay-at-home daddy. I went back full-time teaching. It's been a whirlwind, and now we're going back. There's lots of reasons, I won't get into it, but this is now giving me the opportunity to go full-time with Beachbody. And it is like mind-blowing that I'm even saying that out loud, because if you told me this 21 months ago, I would have laughed in your face, because really all I wanted was to keep going on this healthy journey and to cover my shakes. And now I'm going full-time. So it's crazy. It's crazy how much life can change in such a short amount of time. And we're so lucky to be a part of the team that we're a part of, because we have some incredible leaders on this team. So that's my story in a nutshell. But this is what I wanted to tell you. This was my little piece, my little nugget that I want you to take with you and digest and see if you want to implement it into your own business. 2 Super Saturdays ago, one of the 7-star coaches got up and she said that free groups is what keeps her business alive. It's how she gets 95% of her customers and her coaches, through free groups. Now, I had done one free group over a year ago. It was a crockpot group. And I just hadn't done any since then. Not because I don't believe in them, but just because life has been so crazy. And I've really just been doing the basics, to be honest with you. But it got me thinking, okay, if I can do free groups, that means less personal conversations, less personal inviting. All those things are still really important, but I can reach all of these people in the masses instead of one-on-one. So I'm doing free groups now monthly, and it's really working out. And this is what I do with my free groups. I give myself at least 1 week to advertise. I tell people that they need to like, share, and tag 2 friends that could benefit from this. Not benefit me, but that they could benefit from it. So right there, by tagging 2 friends, that's building my market organically, right? It's getting people to start looking at my page, to start following me, to start trusting in me. And it's getting people who naturally want to be in this fit community or to talk about healthy eating. It's getting the type of people that I want following me, right? So it's working out really, really well. And then in my free groups every day, whether it's a booty challenge, an arm challenge, cardio, hydration, clean eating, like there's so many topics that you can get on. And I recommend doing a topic that you want to do for yourself. Like I did a booty challenge because I was trying on bathing suits a month ago and I was like, eek, time to target the booty. So that's what I did. It benefited me just like it benefited so many other people. Barbecue groups are really good to do right now since it's summertime. But what I do in my groups is I breadcrumb Beachbody. I don't throw it in their face. I just talk about it briefly in a couple of sentences every day. For example, I go live, I do my move or share my recipe, whatever it may be. And then I say, this is where the magic happens. This is my gym next to my washing machine and my train table for the boys. Like this is where I lost 25 pounds in 20 inches. And I leave it at that. And then I continue with the free group content. And then the next day I might talk about water and what it's done for me and how I no longer get migraines and chronic headaches simply by drinking enough water. The next day I may post a dinner pic and I make sure to add the containers in there just to show them, hey, this is actually a lot of food, but it's changed my nutrition. Or I talk about Shakeology and how I'm getting in all of my daily nutrients and superfoods. And, you know, I just breadcrumb it. So then when the group's over with, I have people contacting me saying, when's your next group? When's your next challenge group? Tell me more about Shakeology. I'm looking to lose 20 pounds. Do you think you can help me? These are the messages that are coming to me instead of me going out and trying to get customers. It's way easier. It's way more, it's happening more organically for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'm a big believer in the free groups now, and I'm making it something that I do monthly. And my last 10 Success Club points have been from free group people. Several of them I would have never crossed paths with. Honestly, friends of friends of friends, living all over the place that I would have never met through Facebook otherwise. People love free stuff, especially people that are on the fence and they're like, ooh, I kind of want to do this, but I'm scared. They get to know us. They get to, believe in our products and trust the process. And they love the community of the group. So make sure you have high energy. Make sure you're showing up early. Make sure that you're into it, because if you're not into it, your other people aren't going to be into it. So that's kind of my nugget I wanted to leave with you guys. I hope you got something out of it. And I thought as a call to action, everyone could post a free group topic that they have done to kind of start brainstorming on the page what has worked and what hasn't. I know that Sean Week is really big. I know a ton of you are doing it, and that's going over really well for me. I think I'm definitely going to get a couple people to cross over and buy challenge packs just because they're loving the Sean Week. So let us know, call to action, post some free groups that you have done or free groups that you're thinking about doing. And I want to add one more thing. Angela, who is also a coach of Nicole Zacharias, she's like one of our top sellers every month. She does free groups nonstop. So maybe Angela can even comment on this if she watches it as some tips and tricks that work for her. Okay, hope you guys have a great Saturday. I'm off to write report cards for the next few hours and call it a night.